You know, it's okay to talk about Boise State and their history in the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, heck, it's right there in the media guide. History of the Fiesta Bowl, and right there on the cover was former Boise State head coach Chris Peterson. But you want to know what, folks? He's not at Boise State anymore. He's at Washington. Bear down. From the University of Phoenix Stadium, I'm Dave Cooney for Fox 11 Tucson News Now. It's a lot of the younger generation, they seem to rally around this, and a lot of them don't get it. So I guess what do you tell to that younger generation who are either get it or really don't get it?
Ring the chimes of freedom.
But you know, like Rich Rod's been saying all year long, the more you win, the more opportunity is out there, the more is at stake. Well, they just won one of the big ones. They're going to have another big one next week with Oregon. And you know, coaches don't like to get too far ahead of themselves. Of course, we're going to all week with all the possibilities that are out there. And even, dare I say, playoff? I mean, is this crazy? Of course, we're going to talk about it. And in the post-game press conference, again, they still got a game to play versus Oregon. But we're saying, what if? And Rich Rod teased us a little bit and even allowed himself to have a little fun with this big victory. Here he is. Well, the day is finally here as Chip Hale is about to make his managerial debut on the field right behind me. And in a state, he knows a lot when it comes to baseball. And before the game, Hale addressed the media on some of the concerns about some of the youth, some of the doubters, and about some of the nerves leading up to this game. And when it comes to baseball, how this day compares to maybe some of the other days he has played and coached.
It's hard to sleep. I mean, you're always thinking about what's going on.
So we've yet to see one pitch to gauge the regular season and the Diamondbacks, but if you want to lean on history, you can lean on this. The D-backs have won their last 6 out of 7 home openers right here at Chase Field. From Phoenix, I'm Dave Cooney for KYLD News 13 Sports, live, local, late breaking. Do well. Go ahead and say hi to Marcus Mariota right there.
You're going to be wrecking havoc in this league for a long time to come. You're a ball losing player. Remember that. Keep that true to your heart, okay? Good shit. Take care.
What did Marcus just tell you right there?
Huh?
What did Marcus just tell you right there?
Basically, you know, just showing the Polynesian love.
Yeah. Is that the Heisman winner right there?
Of course, yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah. If there is one good thing about this, you got one more game to play. Is that one thing you can kind of hang your hat on?
Of course. You know, it's something that we can come back off, you know, with this loss, you know. And, you know, we just got to learn from our mistakes.
What happened at halftime with the ankle? Was that when you knew you were done?
You know what? I just didn't know. It just didn't felt right on one play. And
is that what Coach told you, though, why you weren't going to play the second half, or was it a decision to put in Jesse to change the pace?
It was just a decision.
Thanks, Anu. We'll see you.
What's her facing in this opening game, Dave?
Yeah, Dad, I mean, we got to start off, I mean, hey, these count for real tonight. And Sean Miller saying earlier in the week, some of that nervousness, some of that anxiety that both the coaches and the players feel leading up to that opening tip-off should have been eliminated for the most part during that exhibition game versus Concordia. So, tonight, the number 2 team in the nation will make its debut. Every quarterback wide receiver relationship is unique, has its own twist. And of course, every receiver, you know this, will always tell their quarterback the same line, hey man, I'm always open. But when you talk about Anu Solomon and Samaji Grant, well, we got a little background info to some of the play calls. Of course, you know, when Rich Rod makes the play call and it comes in, the guys know they got to run it. They're going to be in trouble. But when things go awry, you have to adjust. You have to audible. Anu Solomon, as a freshman, a very shifty guy, reverts back to some of those backyard football playing days. And on the receiving end of that, that's Samaji Grant. But he doesn't always, as he'll tell you, want to be on some of those receiving ends of these play calls. So here's a rare and unique look behind the scenes of some of these play calls that we don't always get to hear about. Yeah, we're currently at the Diablo's Cantina right here, right outside the Monte Carlo. I came all the way to Vegas, and like you know me, I'm hip to a good party. You're trying to come out here, find a great party. I mean, look at the view that we have right over Las Vegas Strip right here, but it's actually dead. I mean, I could not find one single I'm lying. They're all right here. They came out in droves. Yeah, the place is packed. All the alumni, everybody's having a blast right here. You can hear them right here. There's not a whole lot of positive spin you can put on the game. When we talk bowl scenarios, I mean, we'll get rid of the obvious right now. Arizona's not going to the college football playoff. Oregon, they are. They are your Pac-12 champions as of today. Now it gets, for lack of a better word, murky when we talk about Arizona's bowl scenario. You talk about the Fiesta Bowl, that is up to the College Football Playoff Selection Committee as to whether, and again, you might call this an embarrassing loss, a big loss on a national stage, whether they would select Arizona to be represented in that game. So now that's up for debate.